everybody, back here again. Gonna do another route review. This is my Western Pacific 3rd Subdivision route. This was the second one I did. This one went a lot smoother and didn't take as much time as the first one because I was still figuring things out then. But this is the track plan I used. Once again, got it from the track plan database, and I did make some changes. Not too many on this one. Stuck basically with the same track plan. I just added a few things. So I'll show you this. Let you look over this for a few seconds. But pretty much what got deleted, and I'll show you in the next picture in better detail. This backdrop got completely removed. This station got converted into a freight station. Over here we had a dock added. Down here these two buildings got not placed, and a grain silo got put in here. This backdrop here was removed, and this track here became a large storage facility for the whole entire passenger train to run out of the station over here in Blairsden. This roundhouse got converted to just one stall. That was mainly to be able to load the cars at the grain silo. That's all that was for. I believe this siding got removed, but I'm not sure. I think it actually got extended out to here and connected. This here says to future sawmill. This got extended in, and an industry was added there. This tunnel is irrelevant. It's not there. This tunnel here, however, stretches across over to this track as well, and they connect out to here. At this tunnel, there's a short tunnel here, here, and here. Up in here, there's, like I said in the first route review, I try to put an abandoned area of some kind in all my routes. So in this one, I believe it's right about in here. There's an old abandoned station and work area. There's a plane crash that has occurred on top of this mountain due to fog and low visibility. Pretty much everything here stayed the same. Just about, I believe the roundhouse is actually 5 or 6 stalls. It might be 4. I had to double check. But I tried using the Ketty roundhouse that is on download station, but I didn't like the way it looked as far as texture and that, so I just pretty much used the TEH one and put stalls in. And back here where it says to workshop staging, a materials loading and unloading facility was added back there. So now we're going to skip over to the change picture. And here you can see all the changes that I just spoke about. Dock area being added, station converted freight house, this section that was added, grain silo added, car shop, passenger storage building added there, material supplies, and the red X's is pretty much everything that was taken out, and one stalled roundhouse was left. So that's pretty much that. We're going to go to my website, and I'll show you where you can find this route out on there. So same as before, thinredlinerails.weebly.com. Go to the freeware tab, and you're going to scroll down. You're going to see the Montgomery and Cole right there. Right there's the download link for it. Then you want to scroll down here, and down here, this is the Western Pacific 3rd Subdivision. And I'll let this short slideshow go for you so you can get a glimpse at what you're about to see. These are just some detailed images of certain areas. That's all this is. That's the freight house. That's been a station that's going to be converted to a freight house now. Grain silo that was added with abandoned track on it. And then the one stall engine house. second abandoned area that's also in this one. No, with that one. Alright. So you can find the download file right there for that one. And we will now go over to Trainz and go into the route. Alright, so here's the overhead of the route. Make sure we're still good on time. So overhead of the route, like I said, I do all these. So far I've done all of them as model railroads. This next one coming up is also going to be a model railroad. The following one, the one that hasn't been started yet, that's going to be the whole build series, may not be a model railroad. So let's zoom in here and take a look. So you can see this, it's Western Pacific, so there ain't many trees. There's our dock area that's been added. We got an old radio tower there. Over here's our car shop that will fit a good sized passenger train in it. We got our grain silo over here. Let me zoom around here. There's the grain silo with one old abandoned track to it. Yes, so I was right. The one stall roundhouse, also with a maintenance facility here and the track beside it. There's our yard tower for down in this area, which is, if you hold on a second, it is the Portola area, the Portola yard. And then we come up, there's our one abandoned site. Looks like we may have a homeless man that's set up camp there. So before we go any further, while we're here at this view, I'm going to go ahead and read you the brief backstory of this route that I came up with. So Western Pacific 3rd Subdivision is based in the Midwest. In Portola, there's a grain silo facility along with a car shop, storage shed for passenger train, and a roundhouse with one stall engine house. You just saw that. If you travel northeast out of Portola along the way to Blairsden, you pass the old abandoned switch tower and maintenance sheds of railroads past. Coming into Blairsden, there's a passenger station, freight station, and water tower. Also along the backside, there's a supply materials facility. Passing through Blairsden, you'll come into the main yard and roundhouse engine servicing facility in Keddy. There is also a freight house and engine service or car repair shop. As you leave Keddy, you'll travel on one leg of the Y Bridge and over Spanish Creek. Continue into Merlin and pass by the Feather River and continue back into Portola. So, following those exact directions, we are now traveling northeast out of Portola. Here's on our right here is the abandoned station and repair area. Still got a few cars that have been left there. Baggage car that's been sunk down in a box car that looks like it's used for storage. Across from it we got an old abandoned it's like a mom and pop shop, the storage facility, a whole bunch of drums still sitting around it. A whole bunch of old steel and old signal here. Track just disappears into nothing. More of the old abandoned part of the town right there. Let's go back here. And this is the part that was added on. That was not on the track plan. I came up with this myself. So in here we got pretty much, I believe this is a meat packing facility that we got here. Some buffalo and the good beef from out west. Bison and all that get packaged up here, put in freezer trucks and hauled away. And going back over here, we got the new yard tower there. We come in here, we got old excavator back here. And up here was our plane crash. It crashed due to low visibility since it was really foggy last night. This is where they ended up at. emergency crews aren't able to get to them due to the location. And while we're back here, we got see 2 trucks here. This is a very secure facility, as you can see. We got some pretty high chain link fence with barbed wire on it. On with a scale here. This is our material supply facility. We have materials coming in and out of here on a daily basis. Got a load of pipe here waiting to be loaded onto a flat car. Back here we got 4 trailers that are used for pretty much storage. When this storage shed over here gets to capacity, they start storing these trailers so the trailers really don't move. The trucks will come in, take them out for repairs and stuff like that. That's why those 2 trucks on the way in, they got 2 trailers here. They gotta go out for repairs, and they pretty much have everything here. Everything from feed to bricks, steel. Over here we got some toilet paper and paper towels, some IKEA building, IKEA cabinets and that here. They stay pretty busy over here at this facility. And we're gonna head out. Over here we got there's old Fido again. We got our local repairman there, local garage. Let's go over on this side of the station. So over here we got people waiting for a train to come for them. We got our freight station and water tower. Gotta throw these because we got a special surprise for you on this one. We got our residential area with our local fire department here. They got some old apparatus there. Alright, then coming in, we got our crew building here. Looks like they're getting ready to do some work somewhere with that, all them wheels and everything loaded up and all these ties. About ready to do some tie replacements. They got their shed back here. Pretty much all their equipment stored right here for the time being. Got our yard tower on this side of the yard. So we got a 4-stall roundhouse with 2 additional tracks up the side. This is our engine shed. You can store steam engines or diesels in here, whatever tickles you pink. That's where you can store in there. Got a very large machine shop back here and yard office. And we'll continue around. These areas took a little bit to detail. I'm still working on the 3rd one, so I don't know if I'm going to get to that one tonight or not as far as video for it, but I need to finish detailing it first. Here's our station that's been converted to a freight station. They got their shed in back and all their materials need to be loaded up. Oncoming cars will be coming in. They can load only from one side because it's fenced off due to flammability. And here's our other side of the yard, the tower for this side. Go back here, we got old pen, switch tower, and little speedster shed. Someone crashed their boat there, and it's like we had a train wreck a couple years ago down in there. I don't think we got anything back here. Nope. So over here, we'll jump over here. We got 2 tugboats that have been sitting here for a while. The old dock where they used to load and unload ships, but over time it just landslides and that locked it off. And our tunnel, and we're back to Portola. Now, one thing I do want to show you is on this route over here, right over here, if you can see right here, back to here, to the switch, down to here and up, there is a Y track here. and it is large enough to turn any size train you want to turn on it, because this track does come back and goes back through this tunnel. So it is large enough to turn anything that you would like to. And I'm going to pause a moment here before we start the special treat on this one. Just stand by a minute. We're back, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take you for a ride on the Western Pacific 3rd Subdivision. Our power today is 2 B units, or 2 B30s, a Union Pacific and a Southern Pacific. So we're going to go ahead and take a ride on the Western Pacific 3rd Subdivision. Just sit back, enjoy, and leave your comments in the comment box, please. description box. There's links in there for my content channel where you can get this route from. There'll also be a link to my Patreon and TubeBuddy pages, along with a link for the base map program, which is what I built this off of. If you didn't see the tutorial on how to base map, that link will be in the description box, along with a quick link on the right hand corner of the video. You can, when you see that, click on that and it'll take you to the base map tutorial on how to do that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, hit the like, subscribe button, and leave your comments in the comment box. Y'all have a good night. See you later.